The budget plan is expected to reflect the president's policy objectives if he does win re-election in November. But it could face an uphill battle on Capitol Hill, fresh off the contentious impeachment trial. David Spunt is live on the North Lawn of the White House with the latest details of what we know about the budget. Hey, David.
Eric and Arthel, good afternoon to you. The White House looking to put impeachment in the rearview mirror and focus strictly on the country and the American people, releasing this budget tomorrow morning. Now, we have some highlights we want to show you. It invests a substantial amount in artificial intelligence, AI. I'll talk about that in just a moment. But the $4.8 trillion budget would increase military spending by 0.3% to $740.5 billion. It includes $2 billion for the border wall with Mexico. That's down, though, from $5 billion last year. Remember that government shutdown? Well, it takes the deficit down to $966 billion from the estimated $1 trillion this year. Also has cuts to some of those social safety net programs, Medicaid and food stamps. Now, talking about artificial intelligence, administration sources tell Fox News that the White House hopes to double spending on AI research and development. They plan to increase this funding from $973 million to nearly $2 billion by 2022. Now, this will focus on quantum computing, which actually operates computers millions of times faster than those computers that we're used to today. NASA, that is the third big one. That's a major increase. The president, a fan of the space program, he wants to increase the NASA budget by 12%. It adds $3 billion in new funding to develop human landers. Now, landers, really just what they sound like, the vessel that astronauts will take from the station down to the moon's surface. This goes hand in hand with the White House goal of returning U.S. astronauts to the moon's surface by 2024. The president spoke about space travel at the State of the Union last week. Listen.
Just weeks ago, for the first time since President Truman established the Air Force, more than 70 years earlier, we created a brand new branch of the United States Armed Forces. It's called the Space Force.
Now, the Washington Post is citing an internal document that shows that the White House will not be able to eliminate the deficit in 10 years. That's something they wanted to do, but according to the Washington Post, the budget will show they are not able to do that. Meanwhile, this evening, the president and First Lady Melania Trump will meet with governors at the Governor's Ball for the National Governors Association here at the White House. And tomorrow night on the campaign trail, President Trump heading to New Hampshire for a rally. He often makes appearances in these states where Democrats have a primary or a caucus, as you saw with Iowa. That is tomorrow night in New Hampshire. Eric.
Yeah, now on the eve of the New Hampshire presidential primary for the Democrats, perhaps overshadowing them. David, thank you.